it's me again, Carolin from Thermomix. Today we're cooking pork tenderloin with mustard sauce. This is not only a typical dish in Germany, I guess it's also a quite common thing over here. So I'm just going to read the instructions to you because this is integrated into the Thermomix recipe book. We need 16 ounces of pork tenderloin cut into slices about ½ inch thick. We need 3.5 ounces of button mushrooms cut into slices. Got these here. And we've got the pork here. Then we need 2.5 ounces of dry vermouth or Madeira wine. We need 3.5 ounces of milk, 2 ounces of onions cut into halves, 1 garlic clove, this is optional depending on how much you want to smell, 2 tablespoons of whole grain mustard, I use my homemade mustard, 1 heaping tablespoon of chicken stock paste, homemade, this is the one that the Thermomix recipe book suggests, but you can also alternatively use just 1 cube of chicken stock, a tablespoon of salt, a pinch of ground black pepper, adjust to taste of course, and a tablespoon of creme fraiche or a tablespoon of just cream. We need some corn flour, 1 heaping tablespoon of that, and some fresh parsley to garnish. Okay, how do we start? So it tells me to put the pork tenderloin into the simmering basket, which is this one, together with the mushrooms. So I'm gonna do some layers of mushrooms and put some tenderloin on, and then again some meat, some mushrooms again, sorry, and then some meat again, and then some more mushrooms. And the last bit of meat up here. Right. Put this to the side. Put this on the side. Now we're going to place certain ingredients into the mixing bowl. As we have the integrated scale. In this we don't need that anymore. Just throw it away. 2.5 ounces of dry vermouth. So let's see. That's 2.6, that's good enough. And we click next. 3.5 ounces of milk. We click next. 2 ounces of onions cut into halves. That's already enough. Next. A garlic clove. Oops, there you go. Then we need a tablespoon of whole grain mustard. So use this. And a tablespoon of hot mustard. As this is already very hot, I'm just going to use a little bit more of that, but you can obviously use a different one also if you want to. Then we put the chicken stock cube in there. Tablespoon of salt. I don't like it that salty, but well. Pinch of ground pepper. I like that, so I put a little bit more in it. There. Click next. Now we insert the simmering basket into here. We click next. Fixing the lid back on. Okay, and we click next. And now it tells me it's already set on 10 minutes, and we turn the selector to 1. And it's gonna cook now for 10 minutes, and then let's see what happens. It's still cooking. We have about 40 seconds to go. Again, we're cooking pork tenderloin with mustard sauce. It has some mushrooms in it, and this dish goes perfectly with our Semmelknödel, the dumplings that we made earlier today. So let's wait the last few seconds and then let's see what the Thermomix tells us to do. This is so practical because I don't have to go through a book and go, oh, where am I? Where's my next step? It just tells me what to do. I don't need my stove either for this dish, and this is just perfect. It's 5 seconds. And it says done. Click on next, which I'm doing now. Okay, we're gonna stir the ingredients of the simmering basket, but first I'm gonna show you what it looks like right now. So we've got the pork and the mushrooms in here, and we're gonna move these a little bit around so it all gets cooked properly. Make some layers standing up so they all get the heat equally. And now let's see. Click on next and we put the lid back on. And we turn the speed selector to 1. It's cooking another 5 minutes. We just had to move the pork around a little bit so it gets cooked equally. See you back then. Another 10 seconds to go. Let's see if our meat is done. And then we can continue with the mustard sauce. Looks nice. So now it tells me click on next. Meat should be cooked evenly without being dry. Let's see what it looks like. Very good now. Our meat is done. Okay, I'm gonna get this out now. Just to show you. It smells very good. We put this on the side. Click on next. Now we put to make our sauce. Just in the meantime, I'm going to show you what this looks like in here. We've got our vermouth in it here and the chicken stock and some ingredients. So we're going to put some cream in it. You can use creme fraiche or cream. I use regular cream. Let's see how much. I like it creamy. So some generous tablespoons. Click on next. Now, corn flour to make the sauce, we get the nice consistency, and says 1 heaping tablespoon of corn flour, like starch. So I'm going to use quite a bit, maybe a little bit more. There. And we put the lid back on. Click on next. And now it's going to be 3 minutes on speed 4 cooking, and in the meantime I will make a nice plate with the pork and our dumplings and the mushrooms. We have 1 minute to go for our sauce to be finished. In the meantime I have put one of our semmelknödel, a dumpling on the plate, and the pork. So you can have some parsley to garnish. Good. Almost finished. Alright, so we click on next. Okay. That looks very good. The house does smell like garlic, so if you're a bit sensitive on that side, you might either skip it or just use a little bit less. So hopefully you can see it, the consistency of that sauce. And I'm going to sprinkle some of that sauce on this plate now, just to coat the meat. It does have a very good consistency, depending on everybody's liking. You can use more or less sauce. Okay, that should be good. And a little bit of garnish here, and the dumpling. And hopefully you can see it. Very nice dish. there. And I'm just gonna show you here, my stove has not been used at all. So I hope you liked my video again, and we will come back with another recipe from good old Krautland or Germany. And guten Appetit, have a nice meal, enjoy your evening, goodbye, auf Wiedersehen.